Cholesterol. What is the difference? And why are they important? We'll cover some of that, and share some tips and ideas for controlling our cholesterol levels. Hello. Welcome to another exclusive video of Health Revista. We hope you are doing great day today. Hit that like button, and we will continue to make more informative videos like this. Watch until the end of this video. We will reveal the real truth about LPA, and why LPA is the primary cause of heart attack and stroke. Let's begin. What is cholesterol? We all know that cholesterol is a soft, waxy substance that's stored in the fat or lipid content of our bloodstream. It's actually important to have a certain amount of good cholesterol in our system. Cholesterol, and our other body fats, cannot dissolve in our blood. They must be transported by special carriers called lipoproteins. While there are numerous kinds of lipoproteins, the two that are most important, the high-density lipoproteins or HDL, and the low-density lipoproteins or LDL. There is a third kind, which is referred to as LPA, which can increase one's risk of heart attack and stroke. Watch until the end to know more. So, what is HDL, LDL, and LPA, and what are these? High-density lipoproteins or HDL are known as good cholesterol. Most experts agree that HDL moves the cholesterol from the arteries to the liver, where it is broken down and leaves the body through the natural evacuation process. A higher HDL level seems to reduce the risk of heart attack or stroke. Keep in mind though, that a lower HDL level in our body is -40 mg per deciliter in men, and -50 mg per deciliter in women, and is a warning signal of greater risk of one or both. HDL seems to remove excess cholesterol from the plaques which build up in our blood vessels, thereby inhibiting or slowing their growth. This is what makes it so important to the human body. Approximately 1/3 to 1/4 of the cholesterol in our bodies is carried by the HDL. Low-density lipoproteins or LDL are the major transporters of cholesterol in our blood. We can experience a build-up on the walls of the arteries, which supply blood to our hearts and brains, if too much LDL enters the bloodstream. When combined with other substances, it forms plaques. Plaques are hard, thick coatings that can clog our arteries and decrease blood flow to the heart or the brain. Should the blood not move swiftly enough, there is danger of a blood clot forming near the plaques. When this occurs in the arteries leading to the heart, one is at greater risk of a heart attack. If it happens in the arteries which lead to our brain, there is a higher risk of stroke. If our LDL level is 160 mg per deciliter or higher, this is an indication of a greater risk of heart disease. And if you were already been diagnosed with heart disease, it is strongly recommended that you must maintain a level of less than 100 mg per deciliter. From where do we get cholesterol? The general consensus is that the human body is capable of producing the cholesterol that our needs to remain healthy. The body, most especially the liver, produces roughly 1,000 mg of cholesterol per day. Therefore, the cholesterol consumed by the average person eating the typical foods such as whole milk dairy products, eggs, meat, poultry, fish and seafood is not really necessary to maintain the healthy level which our needs. Two of the biggest culprits, which contribute to the excessive consumption of cholesterol, are trans fats and saturated fats. But other fats consumed in foods can also raise blood cholesterol. While some of the excess fat is removed from the body by the liver, most heart specialists recommend that the average person limit to less than 300 mg daily. And if you have been diagnosed with heart disease, that level should be less than 200 mg daily. If you have been diagnosed with extremely high cholesterol, even more drastic measures may be necessary to bring it under control. How do I control my intake? A proven and accepted measure of control is to limit your intake to no more than 6 ounces of lean meat, fish and poultry daily, and to consume only low-fat or no-fat dairy products. Effective substitutes for the protein necessary for good health can be found in beans and vegetables with high protein content. It is also recommended that we adopt a regular exercise regimen. Even a moderate amount of daily activity can help to increase the movement of blood through our body. Physical activities such as leisurely walking, gardening, light yard work, housework and slow dancing are often prescribed as ideally suited for those who need a daily routine to help control the cholesterol levels. A more intense regimen can include brisk walking, jogging, swimming and weightlifting. Aerobic exercising is an excellent way to increase our breathing and heart rates. Side benefits of a regularly scheduled exercise program can include weight control, reducing our risk of developing diabetes, and helping to keep our blood pressure at a healthy level. Regular moderate to intense exercise can also help to strengthen our heart and lungs. To smoke or not to smoke? Most physicians and specialists recommend not to smoke. And it has been proven that tobacco smoking increases the risk of heart disease. One's intake of oxygen, which is a necessary component for good vascular circulation and health, is drastically reduced. Plus, smoking is detrimental to HDL cholesterol levels and increases the possibility of blood clots, not to mention the risks of causing cancer in one's body. The effects of alcohol on cholesterol levels. The moderate consumption of alcohol has shown, in some studies, to actually promote higher HDL cholesterol levels. With that said, we must weigh the risks of alcoholism, obesity, stroke, high blood pressure, some forms of cancer, and sometimes depression. Exercise moderation. Not more than 1 to 2 drinks daily for men, not more than 1 drink daily for women. And if you don't drink, don't start. There are better and safer alternatives for controlling one's cholesterol. So what is LPA? A little known by the general population, lipoprotein that can also cause a greater risk is the LPA cholesterol lipoprotein. This is a generic variation of plasma, the fluid which carries the blood cells through one's bloodstream, or LDL. When our LPA level is higher, we can more quickly develop the plaque buildup which physicians and specialists refer to as arteriosclerosis. Although there has been no conclusive evidence drawn as to why LPA contributes to the increased risk of heart disease, it is commonly believed that the natural lesions which occur in our artery walls may contain substances that interact with it. This may lead to the buildup of the fatty deposits. Consult your physician or health care provider before embarking on any exercise regimen, or the consumption of alcohol, as a method to control our cholesterol. Physicians can direct you to what steps you need to take in order to ensure the best results for your efforts. Have an annual screening to determine your cholesterol levels. Be sure to discuss family history and other issues which your doctor may want to know before deciding whether or not you should be checked for the LPA lipoproteins. Physicians can better determine your risks, the diagnosis, and possible treatment, which may include prescription medication when fully informed. This video is brought to you by Health Revista, where we make videos from everything and anything regarding our health. Check out our channel by visiting our link in the description below.